Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's a trade of the day, Monday night slash Tuesday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. And over the weekend, Bitcoin dipped a little bit, but stayed above 100K. So hoping we can establish that as support. We have tried this a few times in the past this year without success. So we'll see if it holds this time. Let's go to the charts. Share my screen and let's go to Bitcoin day chart.
Yes.
Thank you. We're at 102.4. We're above the major moving averages on the day chart. So the last couple days have been, as I said, dipping a little bit. Looks like we broke over 105 briefly, and then now we're at 102. So yeah, gotta hold that 100 for support.
Oh,
Ethereum had a really nice run. Broke through 2,500, so it's now above all the moving averages on the day chart, and but dipping a little bit as well. Yeah, below 2,500 at the moment. So not bad. If we're gonna have a dip, so this is the kind to have. And then on Twitter, Kyle Chasty says 2025 will make 2021 look like a test run. Retail hasn't even woken up yet. So Kyle's saying that we have little to no retail participation other than ours in the market right now. And once that kicks in, that should push things up considerably. So that's the markets in general. Anybody have anything to add or any questions or comments? Okay, well, what do we do with this information? Let's look at Altcoin Alert and iCoin Pro, see if we can find some day trades and swing trades, and try to make some money. So go over to Altcoin Alert. Easy mode is off. Altcoin radar is on, and I've got all the columns available to me. I'll go ahead and refresh and get the most current information. I was looking at something I hadn't looked at before, at least not that I could remember. Dog Wi-Fi hat. WIF seems to be the leading contender over 80 at 85.1, up almost 19% in the last 24 hours. So I've got the chart up. It is on Coinbase. So if you want to trade it, you can catch it there. The last couple dips below the 20 on the RTI. I think everybody on has been with me before, so I'm not going to go over my layout in detail. If you do want to know about the layout, then watch some past Zoom calls. But the RTI is what I use um, for indicators, for primary entries, and for longs. I'm looking for a dip below the 20 and a break back up. We had that here on Sunday, and we got a small move. I wouldn't quite call it a fake out. Went up about 4.5% before it dipped back down. And then a bigger move here where it dipped back down below the 20 and then broke back up and made a big move, almost 40% to the red zone. So those kind of moves we're looking for. If you want, you can cheat a little and go down to the 50 on the RTI, this dotted line, and set your alert there. So that alert would look like this. Right click on the RTI, add an alert. You do crossover 50 here, or you can do crossing up on the 20 or some number between 20 and 50 if you want. Once per bar close leaves it on all day. And message, add a custom name. This was all AA score. And notifications. I like to notify my app on my smartphone, show toast notification pop up on my computer, play a sound also on my computer, and click create, and you're good to go on WIF. Okay, so that's an alert on the day trading layout. On the swing trade, I'm on the hour chart, and yeah, the hour chart doesn't like this one as much. It just hit the red zone and bounced back down. The sell signal is printed on the SuperTrend, which is like what I use for entries on this layout, and Trendilo LSMA for confirmation, a moving average indicator, and that's pointing down as well. So if you want to catch a swing trade on this, your best bet's probably to right click on the SuperTrend and choose buy. And then you guys know the rest. So any questions on WIF as a day trade or swing trade? All right. So one more to look at. My friend Craig, who's on this call, recommended a couple years ago that Doge often has movement on the 13th of the month. It is the 13th here in our side of the world. I think it's 12th in the USA still. So maybe this is something to look at for tomorrow for you folks. But you might want to set an alert on Doge since it's the 12/13th of the month. And right now, it's dipped below the 20 on the RTI, so that usually means it's due for recovery. I'm going to go to one of my old alerts and just recycle it. You can do this if you don't want to clutter up your computer with too many. All right, come on, search. Mine's not cooperating, so I'll just set a new alert on this. Right click on the RTI, add an alert. I'm going to go with entering a channel, trade both directions, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. Let's per bar close. A custom name, CPW, monthly purchase of Doge. And click create. And here we go. So we'll see if I want to buy this. I usually prefer to short it, but I'll try to catch along this time. Okay, so that's the monthly Doge setup. Let's go back to Altcoin Alert and do another sort. Social activities, one I use a lot. I'm going to match it up with trading activity. Yeah, my computer's a little slow right now. Okay, so I'm going to match up fire and thumbs up. And we got that here on Harmony. Gas, Casper, dog whiff again. H bar, CeeLo. It's following CeeLo yesterday. Kasama, Thor. Rune I like a lot. Let's look at that one. Haven't traded that one in a while. But this one has pretty good movement, usually, as a day trading coin to follow. But not as much lately. Yeah, and here it didn't make it down to the 20 before it shot back up. This one you might want to catch it on the 50. Right click on the RTI. Crossing up on the 50. Once per bar close. This is social activity sort. And yeah, the notifications as is. And so if this breaks above the 50, I'll be right. I can evaluate this as a long trade. It's usually good to look at Bitcoin as well, see what's going on with that before you take any trades on altcoins. Okay, look on the hour chart. And yeah, this looks like the whiff coin we looked at a little while ago. It hit the red zone, then bounced back up. Look at some longer time frames on this one. Same thing on the 4 hour, 8 hours, same thing on that. Day. Lots of room to move on the day chart, but that could take a while. Got in now. Some resistance there, 39%. Again here, around 100%. Here at 162%, 130 days. That's a better swing trade. It's more than 1% a day. Going up from just under $2 to $5, pretty big move. Could take a while. And the red zone here, just under 200%. That would be pretty amazing swing trade. So 200%, that might be something you want to look at, but you're going to be in it for a while. Okay, any questions on Rune? All right. So we looked at social activity sort. Let's see, 1 hour projected range. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything here worthwhile. So let's see what else we got. Short-term sentiment. Match that up with Elder Impulse hourly. These are harder to find matches. Yeah, I'm not seeing any at the moment. So I'm not going to spend much time on that. Let's go to long-term sentiment where there tend to be more matches. Match that up with Elder Impulse Daily. Got one here at ORDI, HBAR, Uniswap, ApeCoin, then a bunch of them down here. Let's look at the HBAR. Yeah, it's on my list. All right, it has dipped below the 20. So that one should come back soon. And you can see when it did dip below the 20 in the past, well, on Sunday, shot back up, did pretty well. So here's a dip below and then break back up. Here's around 2%. And here's 5%, then the red zone, 10%. So all those would be good exits, take profits on day trade. So let's create that alert on the RTI. Let me go both directions. So entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. And follow this throughout the day. It's long-term sentiment. And make sure it's there. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's why it didn't come up. I'd selected active only on alerts and forgot I did that. So if I do all and then sort for Craig's Doge alert, type in Doge and yeah, there it is. All right. Okay, so that's H bar as a day trade. Let's go to the hour chart. And kind of looks like the others. Hit the red zone, bounce back down, currently on a sell. And LSMA just turned red. So you want to catch the next buy signal on H bar. And you might want to do it on a longer time frame. Yeah. So here, 25%, 75 days. And then the red zone, 70% in 118 days. Yeah, I like the other one we looked at. It's a swing trade better than this one. So, okay, well, I went through Altcoin Alert pretty quickly. Any questions on those or any coins you want to look at before we head over to iCoin Pro? All right. Back to iCoin. I'm on iCoin Pro, home of the 123 dip, and it has coin tracking tools as well. I'm using the Buddy Coin Crawler, looking for values 4% or higher on this sort here, average low to SMA, and we've got some really high numbers here on some of these meme coins. I think we looked at Beta Finance last time. Could look at Wing Finance this time. Yeah, it's not really on any of the popular exchanges necessarily. GateCoinX, MEXC. Well, if you trade on MEXC, it just went below the RTI, the 20 value on the RTI. So you might want to set an alert on that. You guys know how to do that at this point. Let's see what else we can find. Kava hard USDT, Kava land. Okay. Prosper. It's a name like Prosper. It has to be good, right? Yeah, it's on a few exchanges, but not many. We're a little too late on this one, on MEXC anyway. It's well above the 80. But did make a nice move and it broke above the 20. 6%. Not that much. And let's look for something we're a little more familiar with. Biotex. Let's try that one. I was thinking of IOST or IOTA. It's on Coinbase, all right. And it's hanging around the 20 now. So if you wanted to get in now, you could do that. And the red zone is about 7%. That'd be really good to take profit on a day trade. Or you could set the alert on the RTI to catch the next dip and move back up. Got a little fake out here. But this last significant move took off, so you might want to do that, set that alert on the RTI. Okay. STMX. Look at that. real quick. And that one's on Binance US. I think a few of you guys trade on that. Volume's looking kind of low. Yeah, we're around the 50 at the moment. Though it hasn't had some nice moves breaking above the 50. So quite a few actually. Here's one. Went up 17%. Here's one. About 4.5, 4.5. Yeah, so this one you might want to set an alert on the RTI breaking above the 50. We're hovering there now. Could cheat a little and take it now if you're so inclined. And then we don't have much in the way of volume, so I don't know how much movement we're going to have. Looks a little risky to me. Let's look at this as a swing trade. I kind of forgot to go on those layouts. Currently on a sell. And okay, we've got a big fat red zone and green zone, and then kind of small zone in between. So 20%, but just with volume this low, I'm not trusting any of these numbers, so you can't really recommend this one right now. All right, let's scroll down a little more. Good Dana, Radium. A lot of junk down here. Well, bonk. I was actually following this one. It was a day trade. I think it's on Coinbase. Yes. So it just dipped below the 20. So this one's got potential. Set that alert for the break above the 20. And then, this resistance here is at 4.6%. This one here at 6%. And then the red zone, 13%. All those are really good day trade entry or exits. So this one has potential, other than it being kind of a junk meme coin. On the 1 hour chart, it did print a buy, but the Trendilo is not confirming, and we're at the red zone on the hour chart. 4 hour, about the same. 8 hour, the same. Day chart. Room to move on the day chart, but you're going to be in this one a while. Resistance here, 48% in 118 days. Again here, 59% at 133. Here, 107 at 168. And 138 at 175. So not really liking this as a swing, but does have potential as a day trade, hovering below the 20 at the moment on the RTI, and lots of room to retrace. So any questions on Bonk or any of those coins that we've looked at? Okay, well, I'll throw it open. Any questions or coins you want to look at before we wrap it up? Okay.
How about taking a look at XRP? Everybody's interested in it, but it doesn't seem to be doing much.
Okay, XRP. It's a day trade. It's hanging around the 50. But the last few breaks above the 50 did pretty well. We have that here. A little dip, then took off, almost 10%. A smaller one here, 2%. So you might want to you could catch the next break above the 50 or the 20 or both. Do a small trade if it breaks above the 50. If it keeps dipping and then comes back up, dip below the 20 and retrace, then put in another order, ladder buy, and that might be decent. So swing. Yeah, it looks like all the others we've looked at bouncing off the red zone. Probably coasted on Bitcoin's move recently and/or Ethereum's, but again, sort of petered out last couple days. 4-hour chart looks about the same. 8-hour, yeah. The day chart. January is back over 320, so that's got retrace potential. It's 293, and then up here, 30% in 100 days. Don't care for that, but yeah, maybe a shorter term swing would work. Get up to around $3. That would be a decent profit. And then again on the RTI on the 15-minute chart, catch that next break above the 50 and hold some additional funds for break above the 20 if it dips that far. So that's how I see it. Any other questions or comments on XRP?
Well, it's just that it was supposed to be this great crypto. It's still 25% below its maximum value, and it's just not taken off. So I'm wondering what's going on.
I got nothing. So I can look at the charts, but I'm not sure what's going on behind the scenes with XRP. But if you believe in that strongly, maybe make a small purchase if you haven't already, and see what happens.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you for the suggestion. Any others before we wrap it up? Okay. I will be traveling this weekend, but it won't be till late in the evening on Friday. So this call is usually Friday morning for me, on Thursday night for my USA friends. So I should be back. Check your email and the Slack group in case I do have to cancel for some reason or another, travel related. But again, for the most part, I should be here. Thank you for joining me live. If you're watching on the recording, I appreciate that. Check out the opportunities listed in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel. And we'll see you guys later in the week. Have a good trading week. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.